Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It is a very wet and miserable Monday here, but I'm hoping that Max Monday can bring us a little bit of joy. We've got Kabuto for Max Monday. Of course, starts at 6 PM, so we've only got to wait another minute or two. And then all the Dynamax power spots near us will change into Kabuto. So Kabuto will be featured on all of them, and it's a level 1 Kabuto is. Hey YT Slams, how are you? So yeah, Kabuto is a level 1, meaning it costs 250 max particles, so not a lot in terms of cost. So we should be able to do a few of them today, and hopefully we can grab ourselves a shiny one. Now let's go ahead and just put a shiny Stantler on that gym there. Yeah, I'm good, thanks mate. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's a horrible, horrible day. But then again, it is virtually the middle of December now, isn't it? Which is crazy to think it's the middle of December. It's absolutely insane. Absol. Won't be long until we're all eating Christmas cake. I might make something to eat, I don't know yet. Does it snow down where you are? It does, because we are quite high up, really. So we are quite high up, so we do end up getting quite a bit of snow when it does come, but I've had none as of yet this year so far. A few very frosty mornings, but nothing in terms of snow at the moment. So we're just waiting for this Kabuto just to change over. You can see those ones have changed over now, whereas this one is still showing Persimmon at the moment. It doesn't snow near you. To be honest, I hate the snow, so I'd rather be in a place where it doesn't. By the way, if you do just see the phone screen going black every now and again, then it's just because I'm wiping my phone screen because it's getting wet. Oh, I hate it. Hate the snow. Can't stand the stuff. Yeah, we'll restart the game. Hopefully this one is a Kabuto when we load up. New Year's event. Just been advertised. We'll read right now in a minute. So first Kabuto of the evening. Like I say, these are 250 max particles to take down each. So we have still got the walking ones to collect from yesterday, which means we've got 600 walking ones to collect. Because of course you earned double the amount of walking ones during Gigantamax Snorlax Max Battle Day. So we've got 600 max particles to collect from a walking. We've got around about 400 more for today. So we may be in line for about 5 or maybe 6 of these. It depends on how we collect the particles, I suppose. I would say 5 at the most, but might be lucky enough to get 6. $587 is a hundo. Thanks very much for that. And we have got, no, 587 can't be a Honda. We've got 745, so is it 787? 587 is a Honda. I don't think it is. We've got like a 200%er here. Google lied. That might be off just normal research with a Google. Dynamaxes are sometimes slightly different. So yeah, let's have a quick look at particles. We've got 440 more that we can collect. We've got 2 here. And then we should have 2 down the bottom there. So yeah, it depends on how we go about collecting these, but we should hopefully do around about 5. Timber. Luckily for us, it says 730 to 783. Right, okay, 783 is a hundo then. So yeah, luckily for us, the rain has just held off a little bit at the moment. Let's cut the particles from this one, and then we can hopefully battle this one. So that should now be 320 particles left to collect. So what I'm potentially going to do is I'm going to walk down to the other two, because I need to collect 2 sets of particles first before doing a battle, and then I can do the walking ones. So yeah, that definitely seems to be the more efficient way of doing things. And we will do our daily adventure incense in just a moment, being that we've got quite a bit of a walk down to the next one. We can turn our torch off now, don't need that. Some areas where I'm walking around, you just cannot see where you're going, and you end up tripping up or stepping in huge puddles, especially when it's wet. Not ideal. So Rillaboom being used on this one. Is that your flashlight? Yeah. Oh, so American. Flashlight. Yeah, torch. Flashlight is just American thing, eh? No shiny 742. It's really annoying that the shiny odds for these Dynamaxes are full odds, so like 1 in 512, I believe. It just seems way too high, that does. $742 is horrible. 11, 10, 12. That is really, really bad. So let's start our daily adventure incense. And do let me know as well if there's any raids that anybody wants to join in on. If there's any Reshiram raids, let's just have a quick look. Unfortunately, there isn't at the moment. But yeah, do let me know on if there's any specific raids which you want me to invite you to. Shadow Heatran would be nice. Let's see what's down this way. Sir Uwe is here. Thank you very much for joining, Sir Uwe. How are you? I don't get remotes. Fair enough. To be honest, I don't do many remote raids. The cost of them is just so high. It's unreal. But I know some people just can't raid without them. So that's why I always offer. Sir Uwe's all good. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. In the house. That's where I should be, I think. It's far too cold and wet and miserable to be out here playing this today. Especially for Kabuto. It's not even anything drastically good, is it? But oh well. It's a lovely shiny. I'm just hoping we can grab a shiny today. Make it worthwhile. I do. It was actually quite funny the other day because on my, I don't know if people saw it, watching a guy speedrun Halo 3. Yeah, on my YouTube channel the other day, I had a comment on one of my videos which I thought was quite funny. It said, waste of a channel. Unsubscribing, waste of a channel. Which I thought was quite funny. So I just commented back saying, thanks for your comment, much appreciated, have a nice day. I just thought, well, you know, if you don't like my content, then why subscribe in the first place? I don't get what's happening. Why did you subscribe in the first place if it's not your thing? I don't get it. But I think it transpires that it's the same person who's been asking me to do trades with him for ages. And I keep on telling him that I can't do trades unless we're close together. I can't do trades unless we're within like 50 meters of each other. So it transpires that it's somebody who wanted to trade with me and then just realised he couldn't, so then just thought they'd comment on one of the videos. But fair enough. Well, I wished him a nice day and told him thanks very much for his comment. You've got to kill him with kindness, haven't you? The thing is that these sort of people want me to react. When we put comments like that on, they want me to turn around and go, you know, F you and all this stuff. I'm just not that sort of person. I'm just going to, yeah, have a nice day. Do you? You end up just giving them what they want. If you end up reacting like that. I was hoping that today the weather wasn't going to be too bad, but then again, it's England. I should never have hoped that, really. Because we are getting rather close to levelling up. We are now on 286 kilometres out of 300. We need 14 kilometres, people, that's it. And we have levelled up. 14 kilometres, that's around about 8 miles. Sound like Eminem now. I'm just going to walk 8 miles. Yeah, the whole of the UK has just literally been storms, like all the time. It's ridiculous. It's like, tell us you live in the UK without telling us you live in the UK. What a listous rain. It's horrendous. Like I say, luckily we've caught it at a time where it's not raining that much at the moment. I'm hoping that continues for the next half an hour or so. Is there any raids? There's a Scraggy. 13 kilometres left. If it wasn't raining so much today, we would have had this done today. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I do agree with that. The Dynamax definitely need to be boosted or something to make it more interesting. The only time the Dynamaxes are ever interesting is like this well-armed event, which currently goes on until tomorrow, where we have Dynamax Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan that are boosted. Now, I can't work out why they've put Dynamax Kabuto in the middle of an event which is all about Dynamax fighting types, i.e. Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. Why aren't either of them featured on Max Monday? Or better still, why didn't they release Dynamax Hitmontop on Max Monday to coincide with Dynamax Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan? Is it just me, or is it a really dumb thing that they've just put Kabuto in for no reason today during Max Monday? It just doesn't make sense. They've been giving us Dynamax Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan on 30-minute timers for the last week. And now they've given us Kabuto, which is nothing to do with the event. It's very strange. Phone died. Yeah, even if it's 1 in 127, exactly. So even if it was just like quarter odds or whatever, at least it will be more worthwhile doing them. You know, I get not boosting them massively, especially the 1 stars, you know, but I can't see a reason why they aren't, like you say, 1 in 125 or something like that. It seems a bit ridiculous. Can we do this without Dynamaxing? Nope. 1 in 64 odds would be amazing, but I don't think they'd ever go down that low. They'd only ever go down that low for the likes of level 3, which is obviously like Chansey and stuff like that, which is 1 in 64 in the wild anyway. But yeah, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan 1 in 64, but only for this event, which seems bonkers again. 1 in 84 odds then. Just add 20 on. Yeah, I do love our Shadow Legendaries on the whole month now, not just at the weekends. You can never find time to do them at the weekends though. I don't know about other people, but when we had Shadow Legendaries just on the weekends, I could never find time to do them because there was always other events on at a weekend. So we had like raid days or GBL weekends or research days or community days or big events, you know, the Go Tour, the Go Fest, there's Wild Air and stuff like that. It just ate up weekends, so you could never do level 5 shadow raids at weekends because there was always a different event on. Yeah, making them be able to be remoted is just like one of the best things. There was no reason why it shouldn't have been from the start, to be fair. But yeah, it's really good that we've allowed that now. We have a Shadow Aerodactyl down here. Raids might be getting a big overhaul. That'll be interesting. Did you hear any more about that, or was it just a rumour at the moment? Oh, we might be updating the style of it. Fair enough. It is one of those things that hasn't been, you know, we've sort of implemented it in the game many years ago, and it's not really been vastly changed. You know, we've had the introduction of a ready button got added in. We've had the introduction of being able to, you know, add players in the lobby and invites and all that stuff. But we've not really had much change in terms of the battling gameplay. You know, the actual animations or anything like that. You know, it's been pretty much the same as what it's always been for the last 6 or 7 years. So maybe that's something I'll look into. But perhaps not change too much, because it is actually one of those things that does work most of the time. If I end up fixing something which isn't broken again and then break it, that's probably what will happen. Right, so in terms of particles, we can collect 80 more particles, but we've got 600 we can collect from yesterday. So 620 now is our particle count, meaning we should be able to do 2 more Dynamax Kabuto. And there's 1 down here and there's 1 on the way back up. So that's 2 more for Max Monday. And then it's this guy tomorrow. So tomorrow, Spotlight Hour. Hopefully the weather stays off, because mine through Spotlight Hour tomorrow is 2 times catch candy as well during that Spotlight Hour. But Mindfu is a shiny that I really need. It's actually one that I've only got one of, and of course it evolves twice, so I need one for the family. So fingers crossed the weather stays off and we get a shiny Mindfu tomorrow on the live stream. That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe one of those spotlight hours we end up using spatial rend so we can get some more spawns in to increase our shiny chances. But yeah, that's same time tomorrow if you want to tune in for that. And I have also just recently put up a link to our newest Discord server. I will be there. Awesome. Thank you very much. So yeah, the link for the Discord server is up on my TikTok and YouTube page. Make sure to go check that out. My air hasn't got any Kabuto. They're all still Lee and Chan. What time is it there? Are you in a different time zone or are you in the UK as well? Yeah, it's 6 PM till 7 PM local time, so it depends what time it is where you're. Whereabouts are you? Are you in America? Are you in Europe? We're going with Dynamax Gengar this time. So yeah, as we were saying, the link to the Discord group is up on my YouTube and TikTok. Make sure to go check it out. Join in the fun, join the Discord. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are literally, before I went live today, we are literally 3 subscribers away from 1,500 subscribers, which is a massive milestone. So thanks to everybody who has already hit that subscribe button, but if you haven't, please do so. And let's get to that milestone. That'll be amazing if we can. Look at this little Pokemon here. Dynamax Gengar. And it is our Shundo one as well. The one we used our silver bottle cap on to make it into a Shundo. It was 15, 15, 11. And it had that Max Finale background, if you remember. Very, very cool looking background. Suits Gengar really well. And 771 on Kabuto isn't too bad. Our best one of the evening so far, I think. It's not a green one though, unfortunately. It's such a nice shiny Kabuto is. It's a shame we haven't seen one yet tonight. One more battle though to have a chance. Seven, 7-1 isn't too bad. 14, 12, 15. That's not bad at all. May even be one of our best ever Kabutos. We've got Togedemaru from the 5-kilometer egg that we had in. Let's stick another 5-kilometer egg in the free incubator. And we'll start heading back up the way in which we came. So, all being well, if we do manage to do Spotlight Hour tomorrow, if the weather stays dry or dryish, and we can do Spotlight Hour, we should level up tomorrow. Level 76 should be tomorrow during that live stream for Mindfu Spotlight Hour. So another reason to tune in to see us get to that and also find out what the next set of challenges are and try and work on those ones tomorrow. It's also the last day of the Well-Armed event tomorrow, so those Dynamax Hitmonlee and Hitmonchans that you're seeing at the moment with that shiny boost, they will finish tomorrow night at 8 PM local time. So keep an eye out for those, and hopefully you can do a few of those tomorrow before we disappear. And we may do a few of those during that live stream, either just before or just after that Spotlight Hour. We'll try and focus on the Mindfu spawns during that hour with us needing that shiny. So we've got just over 12 more minutes, 12 and a half minutes left on our daily adventure incense. No sign of any glaring bird at the moment. Still plenty of time though for that to change. Need to clear out a bit of our storage. Definitely need to sort our storage out before mine through Spotlight Hour tomorrow. We'll do that later on tonight after we finish a live stream. It's amazing to think that this is the second to last Max Monday before Christmas. Just where has this year gone? It's just crazy. Yeah, the Max Battle background is amazing. So the Max Finale background, which I mentioned before, it is so cool. Let's find him here. There we go, look at that. It is such a cool background. It is unreal. And when we Mega Evolve it, which we will do now just for the sakes of it, it looks really cool with that background. Look at that. It just suits Gengar so well, that background does. I don't think it suits any other Pokemon as good as it does with Gengar. It's just amazing. I think it's definitely one of the better AI backgrounds that we use. Obviously we use AI backgrounds for the con days and stuff like that, for the seasonal backgrounds. But that is definitely one of the better ones of them, in my opinion. I think we only managed to grab 2 shiny Gigantamax with that background. Let me just have a look. Gigantamax and background. I think one was Snorlax, if I remember. Shiny. Oh, 3. So we got Charizard. Again, really cool. Definitely suits Charizard. Snorlax with a background. Very cool Snorlax. And then that awesome looking Gengar, which we've currently got Mega'd, so you can't see the Gigantamax at the moment. "12 kilometers away now." I didn't realise until this last week that Golett, or its evolved form Golurk, has got a new Mega on the Pokemon Legends ZA. I saw a little image of its Mega pop up on my Twitter feed the other day. It's actually quite a nice looking Mega, to be fair. So we should have one more Dynamax up here. We have. And that should be the Dynamax Kabutos for today. So maybe a bit of last battle luck is in order. Hoping to get a better one than what we've had before, but also a shiny one would be really nice. Kecleon, no shiny on that one. Again, it's crazy to think that Kecleon is full odd shiny when it very rarely appears on stops. It's quite difficult to find, and yet when it is, when you do find it, it's full odds at 1 in 512 for a shiny. Ridiculous, really. I'd say it's probably one of the rarest shinies in the game at the moment. One that you can still get, that is. Of course, there might be some costume shinies that we've had in the past that you can't get anymore. But in terms of things that you can actually get in-game at any time, I would say Shiny Kecleon is right up there as one of the rarest. Excellent throw on the herd here. Now let's do our last Dynamax of the evening. And it's a shame that we didn't get up to level 76 today during the day before Max Monday, because I believe one of the tasks at level 76 is to complete 100 Dynamax battles. And me being me, I probably won't use many particle packs, if any at all, doing that challenge. So we'll probably just focus on doing around about 6 or 7 for free every single day. May not even be able to do that many. Maybe 5 will be a maximum that we can do each day, like we have done today. So that's going to take us a fair few days, probably around about 20 days to do that challenge, if we just focus on doing level 1s. But of course there is other challenges as well. We'll have to see what those are tomorrow when we get to that stage. But definitely not rushing to get to level 80. I'm trying to enjoy the journey. 765, not a green one, so no shinies from today. We will have a look and see what our best one is. It's probably going to be the one we had previous to this. We'll double check that in just a moment. And we'll also compare with our previously caught Kabutos, Dynamax Kabutos that is, and see where the ones we've had this evening compare to the ones that we've had previous. So if we type in Dynamax and Kabuto, .774 is the highest that we had previously, but we have got one which we evolved, and that was a 98 Kabutops, missing the attack. But 774 is the highest Kabuto, and 771, that's the highest that we had today. So not far off the highest, but unfortunately no hundos or shinies today. Just added a New Year event to the Discord. Brilliant. Thanks so much for that, mate. We'll just have a quick look at that as well before we finish a live stream this evening. We'll have a quick look at what the in-game news has said about that, because it will be interesting. I know last year the New Year's event had shiny boosted for Wormpull and Hoothoot with a costume. Wormpull wearing that party hat and Hoothoot wearing that gold hat and the gold outfit. But yeah, we'll just do the last 2 minutes of this daily adventure incense. Then we'll have a quick look in game and see what the in-game news says about it. Done my daily for months now, still not got a shiny glaring bird. I think one of your challenges for next year should be to get a shiny glaring bird. I think that was one of my challenges at the start of this year and I managed to do it, so you should set yourself a challenge for that. In 2026 you're going to get a shiny glaring bird. Set that as one of your challenges. And on that note, we need to do an update video on how we've done this year on my challenges, the challenges that I set myself at 2025, and also have a think about what other challenges we're going to set ourselves going into 2026. It's always nice to have additional challenges. Yeah, the in-person events are an amazing thing, but exactly, it is just money, money, money. I looked at the Copenhagen event, and for me to fly to Copenhagen and back again, it's not actually that expensive. It's around about £200 for me to go to Copenhagen and back again. But because of when it is, it's in the school holidays, or I think it is, or something like that. It's actually around about £3,000 for hotels. If you want to stay there all week, it's around about £400 a night for Copenhagen. So it is very, very expensive. The only other way I could think of doing it was to stop a little bit further out and then get a train in every day. But then you start adding up the train costs and stuff like that. And it definitely seems to be the hotels are the most expensive thing when you go in Copenhagen. Other places, for example, like Japan, for example, when I've priced up there, the flights are really expensive, but the hotels aren't actually that bad. So, yeah, exactly. So also, once you're there, things are going to be expensive as well. So yeah, it's an experience, don't get me wrong. I just wish that we did more UK ones, I think, because then we could definitely go and it wouldn't be as expensive. Would be cool if you did another UK one sometime soon. So, €3 for a small can of Fanta, that is ridiculous, isn't it? That is crazy. So let's have a quick look to see if we've got any hundos in the wild while we've been walking around and just catching things. No hundos. In fact, our last hundo was a hundo scatterbug, and that is actually quite a few of those now in terms of scatterbug and Vivillon. We've had 4 hundo Vivillons now, or scatterbugs, so that's actually quite a decent haul there for that. So yeah, 4, and I think they're all different ones, to be fair. But yeah, let's have a quick look at this in-game news before we finish tonight. So let's have a look at this. So if we go down here, click on the news, scroll across, we've got the 2026 in-game news. Let's go visit the blog. Let's just sign me in quickly. There we go. So, ring in 2026 with Pokemon Go's New Year event. New Year's 2026 starting Wednesday, December the 31st at 10 AM to Sunday, January 4th at 8 PM. We will get 2 times XP from raid battles, 2 times Stardust from raid battles, increased chance to encounter shiny Pikachu wearing a party top hat in the wild and in raids. So that's that Pikachu there, I'm guessing. Explore with a decor. During this event, festival fireworks will light up the skies. We hope you enjoy the colourful decor. So there's going to be 1-star raids of Pikachu wearing a party hat, Wurmple wearing a party hat, 3-star raids of Raticate wearing a party hat, Nidorino wearing a party hat, and Gengar wearing a party hat. That is awesome. Definitely doing those Gengars. Wobbuffet wearing a party hat, and then also field research task encounters as well. So maybe some chances of getting those party hat ones from field research as well. So it seems a decent event. Of course, I think Hoothoot will be spawning in the wild again by the looks of the information graphic at the top there. A lucky exchange. The number of guaranteed lucky Pokemon a trainer can receive in a trade has been increased from 35 to 45 beginning with this event. If you trade a Pokemon that has been in a trainer's Pokemon storage since 2020, it is guaranteed to become lucky. So we've got 10 more additional lucky trades guaranteed for old Pokemon. And we've got new avatar items as well, which look really weird actually. Blacephalon boots. So yeah, that's actually not a bad event. Not a bad event, I'll take that. Especially with the return of Beyond Over No Doubt doing it. Luckily I don't drink, so that's not going to be a case for me. I'm going to be smashing out those Gengars. Very much sober. But yeah. So no, that's going to actually be a really, really good event for me. I know I've already got Shiny Gengar with a party hat. I've already got Shundo now using the gold bottle cap. That was our first thing that we used a bottle cap on. And we turned our Gengar with a party hat into a Shundo. But it is going to be really cool to do them again, to raid them again. It's an easy solo as well. So that's definitely what I'm going to be doing during my New Year's event. But thanks so much for watching. That is going to be it for tonight's live stream. I do really appreciate everybody who's tuned in tonight and helped me get through this rather dark and miserable and wet Max Monday. No shiny luck, no hundo luck unfortunately today, but still I had a really fun time. So thanks very much for everybody who got involved in the comments. Make sure to go check out my Discord server, as I mentioned before. Make sure to go check out the YouTube video that I've posted up and the TikTok video that I've posted up about how you can join that Discord server. But thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, make sure to check out my other videos on my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.